Inter-American Division, Camp Paris. You cannot afford to miss it. Please come along. Yes, we're going to have honors. We're going to have a pin trading. We're going to have friendship, social meeting together throughout all the entire territory of Inter-American Division. When? Next year, 2023. You cannot afford to miss it, Pathfinders. Be a part. Come, let's go to Jamaica. Yay.
Sabbath School members, do you know of someone who is an orphan? November 19th, 2022 is Orphans Day in all the Seventh-day Adventist churches around the world. The orphans in your congregation awaits your love and special ministry to them. Sabbath School Council, begin planning for Orphans Day. It's a ministry of compassion. Orphans will remember your ministry of compassion. November the 19th, 2022, Inter-American Division celebrates with the rest of the world Orphans Day.
Good night. It is a privilege to see you guys back here tonight again. I just want to remind you, if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Channel 98, or Twitch, remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, because we are here at Youth Come Alive show, your favorite show, of course. Isn't that true?
That's right.
And we
better be true.
Right, and we know it. So tonight I am your host, Aislinn Murillo, and with me I have my two co-hosts,
Jalen Pascascio.
And Kayla Esquiliano.
Oh, apparently my co-hosts them forgot their names just now.
Sorry.
But that's fine. We're going to allow them. We're going to allow them. Can they just take a quiz so they hit the pop?
The whole exam.
Well, that. But anyways, tonight our theme is gratitude is a must. I don't know to sing it, but gratitude is a must. And tonight we will be focused on giving thanks. Giving thanks regardless of whatever situation we are in. How many are you, when things go bad, the first thing you're going to say, Lord, thank you? It's the struggle for me.
That not necessarily the first thing, you know, it's more like in the top 20.
Wow.
Top 15 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, because you said when things go wrong.
You're
So
right.
most of the times when things go wrong, we don't look at it as something to be thankful for.
Right.
Or have gratitude for. The first thing, why me? Why this have to happen? God.
Give me a little break.
Yeah, you real lot more than be thankful, right? So I think probably after you have gotten through it, then there's a thank you. But sometimes even after getting through it, because probably you would say humans, you feel like humans help you through it. Like maybe it's something that your mom helped you through, or your cousin or a friend helped you through. They're the only one that gets the thanks. They get the gratitude. It's not, oh, thank you, God, because you helped me, or you helped me through my friend. It's just the other person that gets the thank you.
Well, I do have my complaining moment, but I do stop to find the good in the situation to help me through, because sometimes some things are just bigger than I could handle myself, right? I feel like Kayla biased, and I do this more than one time. You say, how far you sit down for me?
Because
You just want it closer to me.
I don't
Nothing
care.
wrong
I
with
just
that.
feel the cultural soup inside. That's why I feel it. I'm sorry, fine. I share myself.
You see, Kayla? You see, this is why I love this show, because we can be very flexible and comfortable and open. And that is exactly what you guys are getting. So we have a little, before I say what I was about to say, we have virtual guests tonight.
More than one.
Yes, some coming all the way from Farbers Road, some coming all the way from up.
Taco
North,
Central.
North.
Taco Central.
Taco.
Yes, Taco
Good dog.
Central, right.
Taco Festival,
Good
you know.
orange walk tacos.
Taco Festival, you know. Listen. Anyways.
When the
Anyways, and then we have coming all the way from New York.
Yeah,
and
we have to put the New York
New
accent.
York.
New York.
Yes, New
Sorry,
York.
New York, yeah.
Right. So we are thankful for our guests to join us tonight to give God thanks for, absolutely anything, because that's what we do. We give God thanks for anything. So, what are you guys thankful for?
The hard question, right? That the jump. Okay.
Okay, before you get into that, you think that our youths are generally thankful?
That's funny because I will give it situational and then we could marginalize it there.
Okay.
Going through school, like me, we're going through held the University of Police. That's not calling out, plain and straight. After you fight your way to the end, you be like, you know what? I did this. I went through hell, but I'm here. And then sometimes we forget in our elevation who elevated us. So in situations like that, I think our immediate sense of gratitude isn't towards the right person, but it's self-gratification there.
what was the question?
If young people are generally thankful.
That's 50-50 when I think about it, like
Okay.
what Jalen was saying. But as I explained, I think most of the times our thankfulness is not always go towards God.
Okay.
Generally thankful. I feel like the generation these days, I feel like they complain, they bicker, and
They take a lot for granted.
yeah, they take a lot for granted. Because sometimes you see the things that they get to do. I never stand so. If I'm a stand so, I may get slapped a lot of time.
One thing.
Because you see kids, they have, the kids so small sometimes, some man ain't 3. By the time they hit 3, they got tablet. Then time when we were younger, your parents tell you want a phone, yeah, work for it.
That's
your
right.
parents tell you want to learn responsibility, you have to work for
Right.
it. I feel like a lot of them are just given things, or they have things.
Entitled.
Or they're entitled to things. They feel like they're entitled to things.
Like
so
give
everything
them
is
something.
should just
Right.
yes, give them things, and then they honestly don't have no sense of gratitude to the things that are given to them. Cause for one, we know they not take care of it. Cause as they were so many tablets or phones or their
If it broke,
toys or
right.
whatever.
They don't even know where it come from.
Because what they know wrong mid of the year, the new iPhone they come out. So they don't have to worry about this one, and they have to last till then.
True,
Yeah,
and we're talking about thankfulness in this season. Everybody feel like right now it's that time to just give and give, because people would say it's a season for giving. So they expect for that Christmas. So I expect my father or someone that's close to me for just give me something.
Yeah, it's like I remember when I was going to school, and my school bag would my parents used to buy this strong John sport school bag, so they think not tear, and they tell you if you're not tear that the next.
You're going
Well,
back
I start to drag them from the end of the road to the next, because in Norway I am wearing the same school bag twice.
Wow.
And the high school? No. I tried from the upstairs to downstairs. Me even cut a slit in at the back of the thing, because I will not use the same school bag the
You
same.
have to preserve your image. I can understand.
I mean, I was going to a girls' school, and those kids were. It's not that I was trying to be a part of, but man, the basic school bag, no sir. At least a new one.
Shoes or anything these days. But then again, the way how things built, like I guess people they try to save money so nothing no last long. Cause by the time you buy one $25 shoes and the bar the next day, boss.
Hey, but that the bar man.
But wait, but back in the days, the shoes they used to come strong.
Honestly, for anywhere, yes, you buy shoes now, and by the time you buy it, you wear it one time, you go home, the shoes done buzz.
Right, but back in the days, the shoes they used to strong. So now they make it for the children like me, we will pop it, we will make sure it pop before the next school year, because I refuse to wear the same one the following year.
I don't know about that. If anybody missing me in high school, I'm not gonna look for pictures because I made sure I had them. But I used to wear Air Force Ones, Nike. You know how heavy that thing is? My mom specifically buy that tennis because that for last the entire 4 years, or at least almost the 4 years at EPR. And it almost did. It almost did.
Okay, guys, in front of us we have an exam.
Yes.
Well, as what Jalen call it, an exam. So here it's a gratitude quiz, and this quiz will show how thankful we are. So let's start with the first one. You know, I can't say all the words there on the side, yeah, but I will give thanks that we have the paper front away. The first one says, when a person does something nice or generous for you, how do you respond? The first one is, I give a quick, obligatory thanks, I've even been known to forget, that the word that is there? To respond to all. Sorry, some of the words are not here. I let them know how meaningful their kindness is to me, and tell them how it has helped me out. The next one says, I love to write a thank you card or give a gift in return. I say thank you sincerely, but in sometimes embarrassed to do more.
So what was your answer, guys? Oh, we don't forgive answers out here.
We did that?
Okay, my bad.
That's what we want us to do. We can do that.
Yes, guys, give your answer. What would you do?
I said The first one.
Okay. That's your one?
No, my one was the second one. I let them know how meaningful their kindness is to me and tell them how it has helped me out.
Yeah, that is my one too. Just let them know that, thanks for that, and I really appreciate it. So our second one is, how often do you reflect on kindness or help provided to you in the past? A, often remind friends and family about good things they've done for me and tell them it is still important to me. B, I rarely, if ever, think about how I've been helped out in the past by anyone. C, I sometimes privately think about how much the help I've received. Or D, I regularly think about how others have helped me and occasionally speak about their work in my life. I choose A. I often remind my family or friends of the good things that they have done for me, and
Yeah,
they're
that's
still
mine
important.
as well.
I had-
Some of them are a combination.
Yeah.
Because that first one, it's hold on. I tell a lie just now. My answer for that first one is not the first one. It was the second one. See? See, I just to tell you, I never made it.
So great minds.
Sorry.
Great minds. For that, I was torn between I often remind them and I sometimes privately think about it because both happen.
Yeah,
Right.
that is
Both
true.
happen.
Before we continue, we have Keisha Dennison on the line. So let's pause there. Hi, Keisha.
Good morning, Carla. You're live.
Can you hear me?
You're live. You're live. Lick
Can you
Road.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
2 cents question in the morning, Linda. Keisha. What are you grateful for? Just give me one quick answer.
There's a lot of things, but something that I'm grateful for is to have a family. A lot of people don't have it. Also, having a roof over their head, having a job, stuff like that.
All right, all right.
I like that you achieve for one and she give off 5 just
As
now.
she should. As she
Yes,
should.
because there's so much, so.
Yeah.
It's a
So, Keisha, when you think of the words thank you, what comes to your heart? I have to say heart because it can't be your mind because it's already thank you. But what comes to your heart when you hear the words thank you?
I would think appreciation comes to my. I feel like that's mine, but appreciation. You feel appreciated, or the person feels appreciated of what you are, what they gave you, or what you are giving them. So appreciation.
Okay.
All right, Linda. This was the beginning question for us as the host. So of course, we are going to ask it to you. Do you think that young people are generally thankful?
If they get what they want, I think.
Hey,
Depends, like,
very interesting.
Only if they get what they want.
Very.
because there are some people or some young people who tend to think that if I don't get what I want or I don't have things my way, why should I be thankful?
Right, that's fair enough. That I mean a hard hit at the ungrateful heathens. Wow.
I'm sorry.
We have a
sorry.
filling now.
Well, we could go into our third question and ask her that, and then we can.
drill on.
Right.
I have another question for you from our exam.
Okay.
Or midterms. The question says, when you tell someone about your life story, how big of a factor is help and guidance from other people in that narrative? The options are: A, my story is as much about the people who have guided me as it is about myself. B, I can identify a few key people who made a difference in my life. C, I include the help of others in my story if it explains my personal choices and progress. Or D, my story is mostly about how I've managed to make it entirely on my own.
C. Where
C,
I
that would be I include the help of others in my story. Okay.
Yeah, because
Mine was,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry. Sometimes people forget that you don't always know on your own, and people help you along the way because you where you want to be. You don't remember the person at the back who helped you get to where you are. And I think it's important to remind yourself as well as let others know that yes, this is my journey, but I had people along the way who helped me and I should be thankful for them.
well, Keisha, we thank you for sharing. Don't leave. I mean, from the screen, but make sure you go and watch us, right? Thank you so much, and
Don't worry.
okay. Thank you so much, Keisha.
We appreciate you. We enjoyed it.
Right.
Thanks
For your company.
Bye.
Bye. All right, you want to say your answer?
My answer was the second one.
Ah, mine as well. I can identify a few key people who made a difference in my life.
Yeah.
Kayla.
Mine was the second one.
I choose the first. My story is as much about the people who have guided me as it is about myself.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. When you pray, what do you talk about to God? I tend to pray the same exact prayer over and over. Negative. I usually only pray when I am desperate or upset over a situation. Nope. I both praise God for what He's doing and bring my concerns before Him, or sometimes I pray just to thank God for what He's done. With that, other times I pray because I am turning to God in need.
Ah.
Okay, I think I put a wrong answer here.
This one, I was torn between C and D. I both
Right,
praise
right,
God
right.
for what He's doing. That was my initial answer, but I also sometimes pray just to thank God for what He's done. Other times I pray because I am turning to God in need. So I was torn between those two.
I'm D.
Yeah.
Sometimes you pray to God to thank for what
Yeah,
He's done.
that was my answer.
To him
The one that I
need.
should have put first. So, yeah. I know that we tend to sometimes when we're about to talk to God, we tend to just find Him when when a situation arose, right? And that sometimes I think it's unfair because it's like talking to your friend. You only talk to them when you have some friend. When they call, you know that they need something. You know if and they come. Like for example, I have a cousin. When I talk to my cousin, I talk normal. Like just say, hey cuz, how you do? But if I want something from my cousin, I say, cousin. And right away he don't know what you want. So he knows the difference between the way I come to him. So I don't know. I don't like people just come to me when they need something. So I try not to go to God just because I need something.
Yeah, before I say what I need to, guys, if you have anything to be thankful for, you can just leave it in our comments. Just let us know what you're thankful for, what you are thankful for the year. It's almost, we're in November. Imagine just like that, 2022.
Done.
Right.
Gone. And we're at that time where we're thankful that the Lord has brought us so far throughout the year. So if you have anything that you are thankful for, you can just leave it in the comments and we'll be sure to share that with everyone here. So going back to what Aislinn was saying, how you only go to that person when you know you need something. It's kind of same thing like what she said. It's kind of the same thing sometimes with God. It's only when we're in trouble we want to go to Him. It's only when we need something we want to go to Him. And I think we need to live a gratitude lifestyle of being thankful for every single thing, because I mean a lot of people haven't made it through 2022, and it's sometimes for the simplest things, because you can be at a job, you can be anywhere. Like, I felt sorry for that one person that died on the job. He was on the road actually doing something for his job, and he died, you know, because he was there. And we go out every day just thinking, oh, it's another normal day. We go to an 8 to 5 job. We're going to come back and it's going to be the same thing. Come home and cook food. But anything else, anything can happen to us while we're there. We have to be thankful for the food that we're eating, because a lot of people don't have food. They don't have clothes. We just went through a hurricane, and a lot of people don't have roof over their head still. And we every night we go in our bed, we warm, especially with that new cold front when it come. A lot of people need sheet, a lot of people not got roof. And you know, sometimes we just walk about like, oh, it's everything is fine, but we just need to always have a, you know, a grateful heart for every single thing.
Right. We can go to number 5. It says, during your day, how often do you reflect on how much you have and how thankful you are? The rest of that question isn't on our paper, but I guess we can verbally answer that question. For me, I am getting dressed in the morning, and I am giving God thanks for whatever. I am driving, coming up to the studio. I was driving and I saw the sunset, and man, it was extremely beautiful. I put down the window from the AC, and I was like, man. And then a whiff of the smoke, what do you call it? The bush fire. The bush fire. I was like, man.
Throw off the vibe.
Right, it threw off the vibe. I said, you know what? I give God thanks that I could at least inhale fresh air, you know, and the sunset was so beautiful. So I give God thanks for that.
Mine is, when I'm conscious of being thankful is occasionally, but apart from that, my favorite Bible verse is of the Lord's mercies, that we're not consumed for his compassion, feeling not there new every morning, great is thy faithfulness, Lamentations 3:22 and 23. And with that, it reminds me to constantly live in an attitude of gratitude. So yes, occasionally I focus on what I'm thankful for, but generally I go about having a sense of gratitude for what God keeps doing for me.
Yeah.
We'll finish the rest of our quiz over the break, and when we come back, we have 2 more guests, and you are going to enjoy this. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Go share the link. Go share the link.
Hurry up, not make half a turn again.
But we'll be right back.
Sabbath School members, do you know of someone who is an orphan? November 19th, 2022 is Orphans Day in all the Seventh-day Adventist churches around the world. The orphans in your congregation awaits your love and special ministry to them. Sabbath School Council, begin planning for Orphans Day. It's a ministry of compassion. Orphans will remember your ministry of compassion. November the 19th, 2022, Inter-American Division celebrates with the rest of the world Orphans Day.
might be asking, who are Seventh-day Adventists? Commonly known as Adventists, we are a Christian movement established in 1863. We have 28 fundamental beliefs and more than 20 million members. We also observe the seventh-day Sabbath. Worldwide, we have more than 162,000 congregations. We serve countless communities with our education institutions, with 2 million students. And 198 hospitals around the world. And it's all because we love Jesus.
Well, gratitude is a must. M-U-S-T. So we are here taking a quiz. And I had asked you guys if you have anything that you are thankful for, or if you're hearing or questions that we're asking from our gratitude quiz, and you would also like to just put your answers in the comment, you can do that as well. We'll be happy to read what you guys put in our comments. So as we are here, we're going to...
Let me define gratitude here first.
Oh.
And then we can go ahead. Okay, it's a gratitude, teaching and exemplifying a spirit of thankfulness, provides children with a shield against cultural norms and materialism and entitlement. Even when life is difficult, remind children that there is always something to be grateful for.
I don't like that explanation. Because of one piece, right?
It a one piece.
One last piece was said, remind children to always be thankful. Sometimes
you have to remind the adults then too, but this is a youth show, so we're going to stick it with that.
Or you have to remind the youths.
Right.
Since that's why youth show.
Yes, so we have to remind the youth.
People say that, you know, you teach the children in the way that they should go and they will grow, but sometimes people tend to forget to be thankful, youths especially. So it's a youth show, so we're reminding the youths that you should always be thankful. Right. So,
Celicia Lopez said, I am grateful just to be alive. That is the truth.
True. Thank you for commenting. We're going to number 6.
Yes.
So it says, imagine being at a restaurant and having an excellent experience with your server. What do you do when considering their tip? So people just not give no kind of tip.
No, I get vexed for that.
I don't like that either.
I get vexed instantly. If you could give more, give more. But just not give less than what a person should get. Because, for example, I always say, if that 10 are we around this table, at least $2 for each person need to go on the table.
I think that is the same thing. I don't like it. I like to also give the money separate from the one that you give when you send, you know, it in the little black book.
Right.
I give them because I feel like sometimes some restaurants, they tend to, if you put the money in the one that they you're paying for the food, they tend to take it as their own, and then they don't give the servers what they deserve.
Right.
So
they pull it and then they distribute it. You know, I would love to give, as it is in my heart to give, but providing my financial constraints, I try to at least meet the expectation, because you know they have some expectations. They have a suggested figure, but I try to meet the expectation and then also express my gratitude for the excellent service if it is as good as it's promised to be, because being in the food industry is not the easiest job.
Yeah.
So kudos to the waiting staff.
The servers, yes.
Okay, I think Pastor Gelder has entered the chat. Let's get Pastor Gelder there. But while we're getting Pastor Gelder there, we can move on with, yes, let's go with number 7.
All right, number 7 says, how often do you find yourself daydreaming about future success or the things you wish you had? I could answer that one first.
Go ahead.
This is one of the answers, suggested answers here. Some days I'm really focused on the future and what I want, but on others, it doesn't cross my mind because I don't want to be so focused on what I'm not achieving. So yes, I do have goals in mind, but constantly focusing on how far you are from it is sometimes exhausting and it's unmotivating. Right. So it doesn't cross my mind and I focus on it then, and then others I put it in the back and live in the present.
You know, because maybe of my age, I took that question a little bit different because at my age, I wanted to be at some spot.
Low key saying that you're old, friend.
I never say I'm old. I just say because of my age. I never say I'm old. Don't twist my words over there.
And just to make sure we clarify
No, it's
that.
just because I get where she's coming from. Yeah. Because people think that you're supposed to be well established,
right?
Married with kids at a certain age.
I do think about my future and my advancements a little bit more than I think I should be doing at this point, because that's when you start to think about, you know, what I should have had already and it's not there. Wow. But that's besides the point. So I went for that one. I did that was number 7, right?
Yeah, 7.
So I did put B for that one.
I also put B.
Okay.
I tend to think about my own
Kayla, you're getting there. Okay, Aisha is ready. So let's have Aisha there. Aisha Sebastian, my cousin. So let's go to number 8.
Number 8.
Having a little technicalities, but that's fine. Number 8, when you tell others about how you overcame a major struggle, loss of a loved one, illness, career, financial struggle, which of the following you focused on? I focused on how God alone led me through the circumstance.
I talk about everyone who supported me, including God, friends, family, and strangers. I've recognized smart people.
Yeah, I do too, but sometimes God is, I don't know, sometimes at that point in time, friends really just not do nothing. It's just literally you and God who knows the situation fully. Your friend will know you're in all this struggle, but only God knows the true sides and parts to it, you know?
So I talk about everyone who supported me, including God, friends, family, and strangers. I kind of like that strangers piece because, you know, how people always say it's good to be kind, you know, to strangers because you don't know who you're entertaining. Or, you know, because it can be angels, and I think I really like that part because God, your friends, and your family are the ones that, you know, set you up to where you are. Aisha, hi.
Cousin! How are you doing?
I'm good. My phone was a try.
Your phone.
My phone had to play games.
Anyways, Aisha, we just want to ask you, what are you grateful for today?
A lot. First of all, I'm grateful for life. I know I sound a little hoarse. It's so cold. I could barely talk good, but I'm grateful for life. I am grateful for education, and I'm grateful for family. And I just want to put a quick reminder out there. My mother is always saying this to me, but God does take care of the fatherless, because I don't know if everybody know, but I'm in college now, and I'm about to put all my business out there, but I'm not really to pay for all my school fees right now. God to handle most of that tab, and I'm very grateful for that. And I also grateful for food, because man, what would we do without food?
You must,
Like-
must give God thanks for food.
So,
All right. Another question for you then. Do you think people in your age group specifically are generally thankful?
ooh, in
Well,
my
for
age
me,
well, what I can attest to over where I am right now, people in my age group not really grateful for much. I think because we were given a lot, and so with that comes a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's like a requirement now to have much and not work for it or be grateful for it. And with my age group, it's always a problem. Like minor things are big problems. Like say you pray to God to get in school, get into school, pray to God to get into that big major, get into the big major. Now they work hard. Oh my goodness, they can't live. They work hard. I don't understand why I have so much work. Instead of them be grateful for getting to the class. So my generation, not really all that grateful, but I think we could work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, Aisha, we just thank you for the short moment that you were here. Thank you for keeping us company. And
Thank
we
you
will
for it.
see you again. You hear? We will see you again some next time. We will call you. They say once you start 18, you not
You
stop.
don't stop. You don't stop.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I start 2 years ago. I start 3 years ago, and I still not stop yet.
Yeah, same here. And when that phone ring, you better answer.
Right. So thank you so much, Aisha, for being with us.
Thank you for including me. Good night, guys.
Good night.
All right, so moving into our next question then. Imagine receiving a public award or recognition. What about it makes you excited or happy? I had seen the payoff of all your hard work with others.
Yeah.
I was B,
B?
recognizing the love and care of the people behind the award.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll put like 30% of my answer upon that one now.
Yeah, I think most of the questions I want to do and ask you, like you kind of like have a 50-50 with most and
Yeah.
Right.
But I think when we receive these kind of things, for some it do certain things, and for others it just make your ego just really high.
Boost
And
you
I
up.
think that way sometimes the thankfulness not come in. Yes, you're thankful for that award, but you're not so much thankful. I don't know if I get it, like for what all you probably had gone through.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're thankful for the end prize, but not the
Yeah.
struggle in between.
Right. And then the last one here says, take 30 seconds, start now, and name and count as many things that you're thankful for as you can. How many did you count?
So make we take that 30 seconds to try and name everything we'll be thankful for. Food.
Wow.
You take 3 seconds just now, Kayla.
Food, friends, family, God. What else? Life.
You take long, your 20 seconds gone.
No, I mean
Your 30
like,
seconds gone.
try. Because there's like a lot, but it does also not come to me right now. Okay, fine. My 30 seconds done. Let's go.
Okay, me. Food, family, friends, life, my car, cause man, that's ghetto. A job. What I was supposed my students, my the show. Where am I clothes and a roof over my head. There you go.
All right.
Bam.
I had like about 25 things, but I just want to name out the first few. God, family, friends, somewhat sustainable income, having a ride that is dependable most of the time because public transportation is very much not it. Having food, shelter, a bed to sleep in, clothes to wear because I kind of run out of sometimes for the show. For the show, for ATN on a whole, for my church family, for my neighbors, for a lot of other things. But that's the general top few that I have.
I reach my 10 because you say if you have 10 and more, right? So calculate your points, guys. I don't calculate mine.
Excuse?
Hurry add up on the thing.
Right, but how you supposed to? Well, okay, all right.
So we just make Jalen add up his one, and while he's adding up, we're just going to go over some thinking about gratitude quotes.
Okay.
We say gratitude means much more than simply having a good manner and recognizing those who help you.
Okay.
Gratitude means much more than simply having a good manner. So what that is trying to say is that gratitude is much more than being nice. And true thankfulness stems from first recognizing all that God has done for you in your life, and in turn living as a person without limitations on your self-perception as a person deeply loved by God. And the last one is when we focus on God as our provider, protector, and sustainer, then all the different facets of gratitude, from finding contentment in our place is life, to humbly accepting the love to help others fall into place. Amen. I love that last one.
Yeah.
Thinking about gratitude. So how much did you get?
I almost done.
That's some bad students. Right away when I find my option, I went and I have to circle it.
I have to count it. Pull out the calculator quick.
You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No,
6, 2, 4, 6, 3,
no,
and 3, 3 and 3, 6, plus 2.
Guys, if you want to know, by the way, how thankful are you? You can go online and just look for any free gratitude quiz. And you can take that quiz and you can know how thankful you are.
Wow.
And if you're just so happens to be under, the last one, you really have a lot of work to do.
So I have the score, guys. I got 24. And that means I'm a thankful person in the right situation.
Interesting.
I don't know if they're very proud, but I write situation piece. We could edit that out and just put you're a thankful person.
He said, when things are going well, you are filled with gratitude for what you have. However, when times get tough, you often struggle to be thankful. So it says here, prayer focus is ask God to help you to give thanks even in less than perfect circumstances. I had 25 exact.
Wow.
And so I am a very grateful person, and that is the truth. I am a very grateful person. It says no matter the circumstance, you can find something to be thankful for. You have the keen awareness of the people who support you and God's gift in your life. My prayer point is, how can your gift of gratitude be used to bless others? Be a blessing to others. It just to give them a bright day. So I knew that And it didn't just come overnight. I promise you, it didn't come overnight. It had to be a process of struggles and coming through, and then experiencing more and getting a lot of broken hearts along the way that allowed me to come to this point. And in every, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, when any situation come up, I look for the thing that I learned inside that struggle, and then I give God thanks for that.
I mean, to be fair, I did put 30% to one of my things to the next one. So I got like 24.35, you know?
But even if you have 23.25, you still...
No, 24.35. So like right in between.
So you did that, let's call it borderline 25.
Okay. I tell you no far before we take this quiz, I may get 100.
Yeah, very confident.
I think when it comes to this gratitude, though, we have a lot of Bible characters that things happen to them, and some of them weren't thankful, some of them were. But you have a lot of lessons that you can learn with the struggles in life that you go through daily in being thankful. So,
you know, as you talk about Bible characters, I think the pinnacle story of gratitude for me is Job. Because
that's right.
Upon his back, the man still may give God thanks. So take good lesson. I know it's cliche at this point that everything go back to Job, but it's a good example. What can we say?
We don't have to, okay, then if it's cliche, then we could go to Joseph.
Joseph as well.
The man had a big dream, and because he tell everybody business and not write it down, they get you in our pit, because of course a lot of people don't like to see people, right? They don't like to see people thriving and
they don't like people
excelling, and they don't want people to be great. So we have Joseph. We have there's a lot of stories in the Bible that we can find, but those ones came right to the top of our mind.
You know, good ideal situations.
Right.
For when things are up, when things are very much down.
By the way, guys, unfortunately we couldn't get Pastor on the line because he was there, ready to be in, but some technical difficulties. So we're going to get him another time. But apart from that, we are thankful nonetheless that we had two others that was able to join us and share with us how grateful they are in whatever situation or circumstances they are in.
All right, so I got one DM comment. This comes straight from my mother. She said, we will pass through this life but once. If there be kindness that you can show or any good thing you can do for any person, do it now and not put it off or neglect to do it. For you will not pass this way again. Wow.
You know, when I heard that, I remember when my birthday was coming up, and I just, like, something just came to me and be like, okay, you know something? Instead of posting a picture of me every day and just be there, let me give thanks to somebody specifically. And so from that moment when I realized that I should do that, I started to post a picture. I posted one of my mom, I posted my dad, and I went through a bunch of people.
You did a countdown to Aislinn?
I did the countdown to Aislinn, but giving people thanks for the role they played in my life and what they did on how they impact me. And so this is why I know that I am a grateful person, because I could have chose to be selfish, because that's my birthday, and when I'm my birthday, that literally everything about me, because I literally go selfish for my birthday. But I chose not to do that, and I gave thanks.
There's this quote I found, and it's a very rock solid quote. It says, "A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles." And
Love it.
that one's hard. That's one I punch, because if you go through life constantly neglecting all the good things you have going on and totally oblivious to what can be done for you, then you leave no space for God to do great things in your life, because then how then does God prove himself to you if you're not going to be grateful for it?
Right.
So that's a good quote to keep on your mantra.
Yeah, and for us to end the show with, because we have just about 2-3 more minutes to chit-chat about. But I know I never want to say this, but I will say because I like being random. And I say fully that what, and I know I say that who, but some people on set and around in our studio today know that I am very grateful because I send random thank you notes to them. I mean, even if it don't have to be often, but at least they know they get one. And so, and that's the kind of person I am.
Do we play the guessing game?
No. You can play a guessing game if you want, but we don't have to play no guessing game right now. But with that said, go out and be grateful, because we only live this life one time. So be grateful nonetheless, the situation you're in, the circumstance, because God will always pull you through. It's cliche, but guess what? He will do it. So thank you so much for being thankful.
So my final words are, I'm just going to give my thing. I got 25 as well. So I am a very grateful person. I'm just going to read the prayer point, which says, how can your gift of gratitude be a blessing to others? You always remember that that song, give thanks with a grateful heart. I think sometimes we sing that song and it's just, it's another chorus. But sometimes we just say thank you because it's something
you're
obligated to say. Okay, you give me something, thank you. That's it. Sometimes it's just a word some of us say, sometimes like I love you or different things like that. I love that song because it's telling you, reminding you that you're not just supposed to be thankful, but be thankful with a grateful heart, body, mind, everything. So my saying for us to end off is just go through life always being thankful with a grateful heart.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we thank you sincerely for being here, for staying with us, for participating even in the slightest way, and we hope that this has inspired you to continue to grow and be a thankful person. And we'll see you next week, same time, same place.
Yep.
Bye.
As a non-profit organization, the Adventist Television Network solely relies on your financial support. By partnering with us through a monthly donation, you will help us to continue to fulfill the mission in taking the gospel into all the world. For more information, please call 613-9351 or email us at atnfin@cbm.belizeunion.org. Thank you for your prayers and support of the ATN ministry, and together we may hasten the soon coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.